So it is time for the last junior Rotax qualifying heat. Heat 6, groups B and C. It's the 20th race of the meeting so far as we head down towards the final barrage of races before we go into finals day tomorrow for the 2020 Rotax Max Challenge Winter Cup. Your grid is as follows. Eliska Babikova and Daniel Ginchard will be on the front row of the grid. Tim Gerhards and Petra Babikova will be on row number 2. Morris Schmeis and Thomas Stolzemanis rounding out the top 3 rows. Akil Alibai from RB Motorsport from South Africa will line up alongside Germany's Farin Mega from Catchme.de. Marcus Luzio and Daniel Armstrong make it a British row 5, rounding out the top 10. Ahead of David Outliner, Valentin Klus, Miro Halika. Then we've also got Edgar Zvilkans from Latvia, Alvar Zimizvara, Callum Voisin, Colin Van Lammeren, Janis Diak, Milan Ritter, Alexander Kroll, Carl Gustav Borgard, Joao Diniz, Jere Koikalainen, David Schnell, Viktor Goryanov, and Luca Colin Scholz from Germany rounding out the 26 strong. Again, 7 minutes set on the timer, set to start counting down once we go red lights out, plus an additional lap. So now Babikova, Eliska Babikova and Daniel Ginchard will start controlling the pace as they have started to do so through the exit of turn 14. There are a couple of stragglers at the back, which includes Viktor Goryanov and also the 244 of Luca Colin Scholz. And they have slowed it down to a crawl as they approach turn number 16. So Eliska Babikova, Dan Ginchard, Tim Gerhards, Petra Babikova, Morris Schmeis and Thomas Stolzemanis, Akil Alibai, Farin Mega, Marcus Luzio and Daniel Armstrong. That's the top 10. We go round turn number 18. The field splits into the two respective tram lines. The Rotax roar revs up into life and we go lights out, heading towards the short blaster towards turn 1. And in the lead it is... That looks to be the 296. Now, I'm just seeing that there's a couple of carts. There's 2 off in the gravel off of turn 1. Make that 3. So yellow flag light indicating off of turn number 1. It looks like there's possibly another cart as one's trying to get their cart off. So that is 4 carts. 2 have rejoined. And there is 1 cart there. There's a driver trying to move the cart out of harm's way or trying to rejoin as the field makes its way through. As Morris Schmeis up into P3 ahead of Daniel Ginchard. Tim Gerhards is closely following Eliska Babikova from Strawberry Racing, and it's the 224. 224, that is Joao Diniz from Portugal, who's now finally, I think, got going and is a significant amount of distance behind the field. So as they cross the start-finish line, it's Babikova, Eliska Babikova, Morris Schmeis, Tim Gerhards being pushed along by Daniel Ginchard from Great Britain, and Ginchard goes up the inside at the top of turn 5. They nearly clash the pair, but does he make the move? Oh, it's getting close side by side through turn 7. I think Ginchard got ahead. Petra Babikova there as well, might have also got ahead of Tim Gerhards, but we'll find it as they go down the hill. No, Ginchard's in 3rd. So it's Eliska Babikova, Morris Schmeis, Daniel Ginchard, Tim Gerhards as there's a move trying to go up the inside of the 266, I believe. Petra Babikova and Tomas Stolzemanis. As Farin Mega getting the elbows out as the young German from Catchme.de on the Mach 1 chassis. As there's more overtaking moves happening all the way through the top 10 and then beyond towards the bottom part of the top 15. As Eliska Babikova again crosses the start-finish line to start lap number 3. Has a gap between herself and Morris Schmeis to just over 0.4 of a second. And unfortunately, looks like Koikalainen from Finland is now out. As Tim Gerhard's now trying to chase down Daniel Ginchard for third position as they head down the hill towards turn number 9. And from 7th onwards, it looks like there's quite a big battle. That's being led by Petra Babikova, Marcus Lutzio, Daniel Armstrong, Akil Albay from South Africa, as there's a move up the inside of the 266 of Babikova. That was the 203 of Akil Albay. Babikova responds and overtakes the South African, who instantly switches back through turn 14. That's why he's a South African Rotax Open champion for the past 2 seasons. But right under late braking goes Petra Babikova. And also, Lutzio looks to try and get there. Possibly even David Armstrong might try and factor into this too. And it's an absolute free-for-all with 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Black flag has been issued for the second time, and that is this afternoon, and that is João Diniz, the second black flag of the meeting. As Daniel Ginchard now is up into second place past Maurice Schmeis, and now has an opportunity to chase down as there's more changes for position throughout the second half of the top 10. Farin Mega's involved, Marcus Lutzio from Great Britain, and Daniel Armstrong also there too. So Marcus Lutzio and also Daniel Armstrong are both teammates at Dan Holland Racing. Daniel being the newest acquisition by the team ahead of the 2020 season, having run as a privateer last year, as having got past, it might be that Edgars Vilkans has got past the number 263. No, that isn't. That's the 220 of Milan Ritter from Denmark, who's got past the 263 of the Netherlands' very own Colin van Lammeren. 2.5 minutes, and it is absolutely kicking off, because now this is the survival instinct of the drivers kicking in. 224 again being shown the black flag, so João Diniz has 3 laps to pull it in, and effectively that is a call to say, well, you are being retired at the discretion of race control and race direction, as Daniel Ginchard continues to chase down Eliska Babikova and took over 0.3 of a second out of the Czech Republic driver last time around. Gap now 0.338 between first and second. Schmeis has got Gerhards and Stolzer, Tim Gerhards and Thomas Stolzer-Manis behind for close company. Keeping an eye on what Farin Mega is doing, is only about 5.5 tenths behind that battle. As now this time the 235 of Callum Voisin tries to go up the inside of Colin van Lammeren, and I think he's made the move stick as the young Brit based out of Geneva in Switzerland. We head into the last 90 seconds. Ginchard, close and personal with Eliska Babikova for the lead of the race as they head down towards turn 1. And Ginchard's he's done it. He's gone up the inside of Babikova for the lead of the race, with about 1 minute 20 plus an additional lap. And there's more changes afoot. As everyone is swamping all over Eliska Babikova, who's now in the trenches. And that includes, so Babikova has lost not just the lead, but I think has dropped down to 5th position. It's just ahead is Tomas Stolzer-Manis. Tim Gerhards now looks to be up into 2nd position. It is absolutely kicking off from 2nd down to what is 6th position. And in 6th place, it is Germany's Farin Mega from Karchmi.de, who's closing up. We go into the last 40 seconds. Ginchard, whilst Babikova got swallowed up by the field, as Schmeis goes up the inside. Oh no, disaster for Tim Gerhards. Trying to defend and ends up going off the circuit at turn 16. He's going to be round the outside of him goes Marcus Lutzio. An opportunistic move around the outside. As we go on to the penultimate lap, Babikova now up into 3rd place, and has Stolzer-Manis and now Farin Mega, the young German, the 2018 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals Mini-Max champion from Germany. He has the calibre. I've seen him have a few struggles over the past season since he started in Junior Max, but now he's got a season under his belt. He's got a measure of the class itself as Dan Ginchard heads into turn 12 for the penultimate time. And in many respects, Eliska Babikova now goes up the inside of Morris Schmeiss on turn 13. Side by side through turn 14, go the pair. Down towards the back straightaway, down towards turn 15 and 16. But Eliska Babikova makes the move on the German. And here comes Tomas Stolsamanis, also trying to factor in, looking to go for third place. But gets pounced on by Farin Mega around the outside of turn 18. Final lap it is for juniors in qualifying. 3-second penalty has been issued to the 2:14 of Alexander Kroll from Spain. But Farin Mega has a chance at a third place finish. Stan Ginchard has a comfortable 2-second lead. And Farin Mega is going to go for it. Has he got it? He's trying his hardest. It's gone 3 wide. Lutzio's gone up there like it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And someone runs wide coming down towards turn number 9. That was Farin Mega. So Mega now drops to, I think that's possibly 6th position. As through turn 12 for the final time comes Daniel Ginchard from KR Sport, representing Great Britain. And he heads down the back straight for the final time. Eliska Babikova still in second. Stolsamanis in third. Fourth, it's Marcus Lutzio from Great Britain. But he's going to have a fight on his hands as up the inside of him goes Morris Schmeiss. No, that's Gerhards. Gerhards, what's he doing there? He must have managed to get back into it. But Daniel Ginchard, I think, has just taken the win. Eliska Babikova in second. Stolsamanis, Marcus Lutzio takes fourth, having started down in 9th place. Tim Gerhards recovers to take P5. Morris Schmeiss in 6th. Farin Mega could have got third, but ended up in 7th place. Akil Albai from South Africa finishes in 8th, ahead of Daniel Armstrong. And Miro Halika from Finland. I think my voice is definitely feeling the effects of all this racing. We're now that was race 20. We still have a few more to go, but Daniel Ginchard wins by 2.085 seconds from Eliska Babikova, Tomas Stolsamanis, Marcus Lutzio, Tim Gerhards rounding out the top 5. Then it is Schmeiss, Mega, Alibai from South Africa, Armstrong from Great Britain, Halika from Finland, Petra Babikova in 11th, ahead of Milan Ritter. Callum Voisin made it all the way from 16th to 13th at the end, ahead of Valentin Klus, David Outleiner, Colin Van Lammeren. Looks like Edgar Vilkans ended up 17th, ahead of Finn Stiak, Janis Stiak there. David Schnell, Carl Gustav Borgard, Luka Colin Scholz, Viktor Goryanov in 22nd, with Alexander Kroll, the last of the classified finishers, with Simisvara, Diniz and Koikalainen unfortunately retiring from the race.